Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. My name is Jeremy, and this is yet again another episode of Nasty Addiction Garage. I know it's been a hot minute since we last had a video, had an episode. A lot of things were happening in my life, so there was a lot of big changes that needed to happen, for the better, obviously, but we're back, guys. We are back for good. Just so you guys know, I'm gonna try to upload as many videos as I can and try to keep it as consecutive as I can. With work and in personal life, it's kind of hard sometimes, but I will do my best to make sure that happens. But we're back in the garage, guys. So this is gonna be an awesome thing. So I'm gonna kind of recap on where we are, where we kind of left off. If you guys follow me on my social media, you guys can kind of see on my Instagram and on my Facebook page, I just opened up a Nasty Addiction business Facebook page, and I have a Nasty Addiction group. So that two different things, but I do have a business page and a group as well. But if you guys have been following me on my social media, you guys have noticed I've been doing a little upgrades here and there, little things that needed to get done to the Red 92 5th gen build that we have here. So I'm just dying to finish it just because I can't wait to bring in my V6 in here, and that is my personal car. This is also my personal car, but I'm building this to sell it eventually. Use a profit to fund my V6 build. This V6 build is gonna be crazy, guys. When I tell you crazy, I mean I went balls to the wall with this swap. So I know there's a lot of 2GR guys out there that love the 2GRs, but I don't know. There's just something about this 3VZ motor that I am all about. So I'm gonna try to pull as much power out of that motor as I can. But that's gonna be for the next build, guys. But let's get back to this Red 92 MR2 with the 5th gen in it and kind of go over a couple things that we've done so far. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so this is kind of where we're at. I have been working pretty diligently to get this gas tank back in. So if you guys have followed me on my social media, you guys do know, or even my last episode, you guys do know I did have a coolant leak. The coolant leak actually was coming from the, I believe it was the driver's side heater core hose. So I'm not a big fan of the way Toyota made this. They made it really difficult to try to get in there. I had to drop the tank again for maybe the 4th time on this build. But it's finally up now. It's back in. I just got to tighten everything up and go from there. But I did replace the heater core section, the heater core hose section that was leaking with rubber hose, and it worked perfectly so far. So I clamped it down, everything's down, or placed back up. I'm just curious to see if it's gonna hold, which I think it should. Like, it's a double ply hose. I don't see why it wouldn't, but that's kind of what it looks like under here. And what we're gonna try to accomplish is putting everything back as we did before. See, I got both radiator hoses down. I had to open up a lot of things from the inside of the bay. Let's go up top. So this is kind of what I had to do. I had to remove a lot of things. So as you see on this end here, I did have to remove the actual filler neck that goes up to right here. Had to remove the heater core hoses that connect around here. Had to move the intake. There was a lot of things that I had to remove. So this is kind of where we're at as far as motor wise. So then it just would be that much easier for me to bleed this car once this is all done. Let's move on to the body. So this is kind of what we've done. I got the tail lights and the centerpiece back from Marco, which is great because he's had it for quite some time. He's had some trouble with the center panel. He said that it kept wrinkling and just kind of not taking well. But check it out, guys. This thing looks amazing. It looks great. I am in serious need of the reverse lights. So if there's anybody out there that has reverse lights that are for sale at a decent price, I'm not trying to get raped with it, because this is not definitely not the killer of the deal, even if I sell the car without reverse lights. But I do need them. So if you guys have any at a good price, hit me up. Put any messages in my DM or comments and let me know, guys. But check it out. So far, this setup is looking really nice. Freshly restored cookies, which look amazing. Got the back bumper on. I did get these pieces in recently, so I'm hoping that with these two pieces here, I can complete the other side, the driver's side, just like this. I do have the decals right here that I will be putting for the actual, here we go, the actual side moldings. Let's see if I can open these up. Here we go, and they're in black, so it's going to look really nice. It's going to match the black and red theme. I'm going to put one on there, and then obviously put one on here. Interior is looking good. Interior, we finished the radio. Interior just needs some good cleaning. That dash is really bothering me, but I'm really not going to change it. I'm not going to do anything else with it. I've tried it. That could be, you know, to the owner's discretion on what they want to do with that. But got a whole bunch of stuff down here that needs to be put on. I got a reverse camera. I got to send out the seatbelts to get redone. Just a couple things, a silencer, you know, just a couple good things. I got an Android radio in there. I got the LED lights placed inside the dash, the instrument panel, so that'll be nice and bright. Let's see to the front. I'm not sure if I had the bumper on the last time. I think I did, but the bumper's on and looking good. As you guys see, everything is coming out together. This here, guys, just a side note, this is all my V6 gray MR2 parts. So as you see, everything is carbon fiber. Literally everything almost is carbon fiber. So this is going to be part of that build, so it's going to look real good, guys. But anyways, back to this red MR2. As you guys see, though, everything is coming out really well. I just got the gas tank back. The gas tank obviously looks amazing. Was taking it apart and doing a couple things on the side just to have the little notch that you unlock with wasn't popping this open, so I'm just adjusting it so then it can. But guys, let's get to this. Let's get to the rest of this build. I'm gonna get under this car and let's start putting things together. Let's go. Guys, so what I was doing under here was just putting back the radiator hose, or lines rather. So I was just tightening these guys up, putting the bolts here, tightening the draining plugs. Did that. Tightened the ones up down there as well. So what I'm going to start doing is just adjusting the lines, assisting or positioning rather the e-brake module there, just so then I can have it set up. After I set that up, then I'm going to just start putting these lines where they all belong and trying to, you know, tuck everything in its proper spots. Then at that point, what I'm going to do is start trying to fit my hand in there, which you see is not the best or the best spot to try to do that. I'm going to try somehow to fit my hand here to adjust all these hoses that belong in their spots. There's two here. Both of these belong onto the lines of the tank, which I feel both lines right here. So it should be relatively easy. I just hope I'm putting them in the right spots, but I think these are just all vacuum lines to this, because I have the return right here, and then I have the other, here it goes, the feed and the return, so we should be good. But I'm going to put these up next. I'm probably going to take off my watch just so I don't scratch stuff up, and put these all together. My apologies if you can't really see what I'm doing from under here, but I will recap after I'm done doing it, after I kind of speed up the process of me actually just putting it all back together again, and we'll go from there, guys. So right, guys, so what I've been doing now is trying to connect all the return lines inside the tank area. Let me see if I can get you in there. So you see those two that are zip tied? There are two, let's see, try to get a better look in here. There are two hard lines that are connected to the actual fuel tank, which connect to those two lines that are zip tied right there, and then they connect to this thing. It almost looks like a recirculator, so I think this is just all for admissions, in all honesty. I'm not too sure exactly if fuel actually runs through there or not, but those lines actually connect to here. One goes there and one goes there, and it all kind of recirculates back into the same apparatus here. So what I'm going to do now is attach this back to the firewall where it goes. It literally sits right in between there. So let's put this thing in and get these hoses plugged up. Alright guys, so I got it finally on. As you see, these two hoses that I zip tied together go right here in this fashion. So this hose here, right here, connects to that right there, and I guess that's another I guess vacuum or purge for the gas tank, I believe. Don't quote me on it, but I could only suspect that's what that would be. But these are all plugged up. I'm going to start screwing them back onto the firewall, so we can start putting this shield back on and go from there, guys. So let's get going. All right, guys, as you guys can see, this is all now put together. It's nicely put, nicely tucked away, out of the way, so everything can be seen. Next, what I'm going to do then is add the filler neck and the overflow together. So then that's going to go there. But prior to doing that, I think I want to adjust the grommet and stuff that's going on over there. Just because I did take it off. Let me show you. I did remove it to adjust this little screw here. But let me see if I can pop this gas cap off. Okay. So I could adjust this thing here. Just because it wasn't moving very well to pop the door open here. I know there's overspray there. I'm not too worried about it. But I'm going to try to adjust this to sit in a way where it still moves appropriately, but pops this door open. So let's get to that. Alright guys, as you guys seen, I just put this back in, installed it back right the way it's supposed to be. Opens and closes perfectly fine. I did adjust the opener, the release valve, or the release thing, I guess. But it all fits really well. Next step is going to put the filler neck where it belongs, right here, and the overflow right in here. So what I'm going to do is try to adjust it. It's going to be kind of difficult because the filler neck, which is right there, is pretty long, and trying to fit it and maneuver it into this small little section here is quite the challenge, but it can be done. So let's get to that right now and get it done. Alright guys, so as you guys see, I finally got the shields back on. with a little movie magic and some editing. I was able to do this. It took me a little longer than what I intended, just because trying to squeeze this shield in between with the transmission cables and stuff like that is almost nearly impossible sometimes with the turbo sitting in the way. But it's on there. Everything's looking good. Started putting everything together. That's the fuel return. That's the fuel filter and the fuel line that goes straight to the fuel rail. I did put the filler neck in. Filler neck's nicely placed. Now I'm just starting to put things back together again. I did take out the intercooler just so then it could free up some space. That was held definitely to try to maneuver around, but it's out. So I'm going to be putting that back in shortly and getting all this together. So let's get it done. Alright guys, so check it out. We've done a lot today. We were able to put the heater core hoses back together, make sure everything was nice and tight, put all the shields back. This motor is looking back exactly the way it was when I first put it together. This thing is looking immaculate. Look at how clean this thing is, guys. I mean, this is ridiculously clean. Engine bay was painted. Remember that, guys. This thing is amazing. A whole bunch of junk here, but this car is looking phenomenal. Just because it's getting late, I'm going to have to call it a day on this episode, guys. But the next episode, what we're going to do is start filling it up with coolant, making sure it doesn't leak through that hose. It shouldn't, but if it does, I think I'm going to blow the car up. Just kidding. I'm going to have to go ahead and fix it again if it is. But for the most part, guys, this thing is looking amazing. It's looking really good. As you guys can see, this thing is almost show quality, I would say. I did take off the blow-off valve, as you guys can see over there. But I will be putting it in. I just think I'm going to go ahead and weld it. Weld the HKS attachment thingy, the adapter. Is what it's called. I'm going to weld the HKS adapter here and then get it repowder coated just because it kind of annoyed me. I had kind of I don't know if you could see it right there. I had a kind of like the right there. The coupler with the HKS attachment to it. I did not like it just because it just didn't fit right. I suppose I can cut a section here and add it there, or vice versa, maybe on this end, or put it here somewhere near the actual turbo. But I'm not sure. I'm still dealing with it and seeing how I can go about it. But this is kind of where we're at, guys. So next we are going to be finishing, in the next episode, we will be finishing everything under here. So I'm going to be putting on, in the next episode, all of the e-brake stuff again, putting all these suspension parts all back together, making sure everything's good, putting the wheels back on, and going from there, guys. So guys, this is going to conclude today's episode. First and foremost, I want to thank all my subscribers, guys, for still hanging on. You guys are amazing. You guys are probably some of the best fans out there, some of the best subscribers out there. Again, I apologize to all my subscribers just for the large delay. If you guys didn't know, my basement flooded. I lost a lot of MR2 parts and stuff like that. So I've been dealing with all the flooding stuff, repairs, and getting things fixed. And now finally things are starting to get put together. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel now. So it makes time for some car stuff. So guys, again, we're going to get in it again. We're going to try to drop a video at least every 2 weeks. I can't promise anything sooner or like more frequent, just because I'm starting back up again. So we are going to try to take it a little slower than normal, but we are going to try to drop an episode at least every 2 weeks, guys. So again, thank you very much. This is Nasty Addiction Garage. My name is Jeremy, and this is our 92 Toyota MR2 5th gen build, guys. Again, thank you again. Peace.